Hello everyone, and welcome to the next video in the C++ programming course. So in this video we will be looking at a challenge using what we have learned about loops. Okay, so the challenge is to create a program that asks the user for a username and password until they get it right. So we should have two variables of username and password which contain the actual username and password, and the user will guess the username and password until they get it right. Okay, so you'll have to think about what type of loop to use, the for or the while, and then you can try and code it. So pause the video and have a go, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is define variables to hold our actual username and password. Okay, so for that we'll write string username equals, and we'll just set the username to my username. Okay, and then we'll have a password variable and we'll set it to my password. Okay, so the type of loop that we have to use for this is the while loop, since it is a condition-based loop. And the condition we are checking is that either the username or the password is not equal to the guess that the user has given. Okay, so before we write this, we have to create two variables to hold the values inputted by the user. So we'll write string username guess, and we'll write string password guess. Okay, so now we can write the while loop. So we'll write while username is not equal to the username guess, and we will write or the password is not equal to the password guess. Okay, so what is happening here is that it checks that the username is not equal to the username inputted by the user, and we write here or because or either one of either username or password can be wrong, and it will continue to ask the user. Okay, so here we can write our prompt to ask for the username. So we'll write enter username, and we will write this into username guess, and we'll ask for the password, and we'll write that into password guess. Okay, so now if we save and run this should work. Okay, so here enter username. So what we will try first is we will get both the username and password wrong. Okay, so if you can't remember, the actual password and username is here, my username and my password. Okay, so I'll write admin and admin, so both of those are wrong, and rightfully it asks me again to input the username and password. Okay, so now I can write get one of them right. Okay, so we'll get the username right, so my username, and I'll write again admin, and it asks me again. Okay, so now let's try getting both of them correct. So my username for the username and my password for the password, and as you can see, it is now working. So I hope you were able to follow along and I will see you in the next video for another challenge.